as one of the original founders, Hugo, tell me a bit about InSkin.
So InSkin Media was founded in 2009, and we started off as a video advertising company, but we soon pivoted to become a rich media display business. And we're focused on, from the very beginning, focused on delivering the very best, the most effective advertising formats. So we're renowned for our use of technology in a very creative way. And what we bring to the market is very much a creative-led solution for all of our brands.
So creativity has always been something that's been very important to the business and has sort of played out through HTML5 and all the campaigns that we've sort of built.
So for us, creativity is the big distinguishing factor.
All the talk in the market over the last 12 months or so really has in one way, shape or form come back to viewability in particular.
So the recent research that we've been involved in is all about visual engagement. Viewability establishes that an ad can be seen, and visual engagement using eye tracking technology is a way to ensure that the ad is actually being seen and engaged with, and making sure that an advertiser is spending that money and getting a proper reward for it.
And that of course is exactly what brand marketers are really interested in. You know?
Yeah. Brands want to increase their awareness and take their products and services out to the market. So we want to know about the impact of an ad or a campaign even when somebody's not clicking on it, because in the right environment that ad can also have a positive impact even if you're not clicking on it. So we've tried to move away. We talk a lot about dwell time, which is important, and now particularly with visual engagement we talk about gaze time, and gazes, i.e. the number of times people look at an ad.
And it's shown quite clearly that optimising towards viewability isn't always the right approach for a campaign, depending on its objectives.
That's right. I mean, viewability, as I say, is a useful starting point, but it doesn't give any indication of how successful a campaign is, and it can indeed be unhelpful, especially if people are optimising towards viewability, because if, for example, you are putting more ads on the page, or you're making the ads smaller in order that they appear above the fold on a page, that might increase their viewability rating, but it will almost certainly decrease their effectiveness as a branding campaign.
One of the headlines from the research was really around, from a format perspective, that bigger is better, essentially, in terms of impact, in terms of gaze and so on.
Yeah, I mean, bigger is better as long as it's not intrusive. Bigger is better unless it annoys the consumer or puts them off in some other way. That's where having got to the point where people can see your ad, that's where the creativity kicks in. It's the creativity and the attractiveness, engageability of that ad which is going to really make the campaign a success or a failure. So a lot of the talk in the market is around automated trading or programmatic, and interestingly, as markets become more automated, their viewability ratings tend to drop. We will still, even in that world, prize creativity above all, because in a commoditized programmatic world, it becomes ever more difficult to get the cut through.
Yeah, as it stands, it's very difficult in a programmatic environment to buy any kind of high impact format. And as the research shows, falling back on smaller but viewable formats does nothing from an engagement perspective. So
exactly,
we're always going to need humans, right?
Amazingly, the programmatic world requires yet more labour rather than less. So